You know they gonna hate it.
Yeah.
Centric, 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 centric. Centric, 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 centric.
Yeah. Welcome back, man. This is another episode of Opinion Hated. I'm your host, Ray, man.
I'm Big Low. How y'all doing tonight?
And we just kind of give you another insightful look at what it takes to do a little bit of time or a lot of time inside of the penitentiary system or the county or whatever you got to go through while you doing your thing on your journey. We got a special guest in here. We got a few special guests, but our first guest in here tonight, tell them who you are.
My name is Diamond Fuse, and I am the owner of Bizzy Babies, Kansas City's #1 soft playground and bounce house rental company.
Bizzy Babies. Yeah.
What is that? I don't know nothing. What do you say? Soft playground.
So we are a mobile soft playground rental company. That means we take complete soft playgrounds, birthday packages to kids events with children 5 and under. We have bounce houses, bumper cars, ball pits, You name it.
And you take that I call you up and you bring all that to my house.
You call me, I'll bring it to your house, your
Oh,
gym,
man.
your church, your backyard,
Wherever.
your front yard, wherever you located, wherever you got a space, we have a playground that can fit that space.
Because it's all inflatable and you can move
It's
it around.
all
wherever you
inflatable,
wanna
it all
move.
break down.
I
I
know
just
that's
throw it in
right.
the truck, pull up, set it
I know
up,
that's
sanitize, and I'm out.
Now,
Okay.
you started your journey up to get to Bizzy Babies because you had to change up what you was doing with life.
So I became a felon at 19.
Ooh,
And when you become a felon, you already know it's so hard to get the good employment. You know, you
Yeah.
get the bottom of the barrel type of employment.
definitely do.
And after going through that process of getting them bad jobs, I started, I was working one job and realized that they were paying me my whole salary in like the first day of work, but I still had to come for like 13 more
Oh,
days.
wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh wow.
So, you know, it
Good
started
luck
like,
with
I
that.
just started thinking like, you know, hold on, this ain't making sense. Like my time, my effort is not compensating properly.
Yeah.
But what really pushed me is when COVID hit and I'm a mom, I'm working and COVID hits and now I gotta stop being a mom to be basically a school teacher at home. And the job, they not understanding that. They like, well, we can't accommodate your new schedule. We still need to come here. I'm like,
During
"What?"
COVID?
During COVID. I'm talking about I'm working overnight, getting off in the morning, maybe going to bed for about 2 or 3 hours, getting up, teaching my kids for about 6 hours, going to bed, waking up, cooking dinner, then going to clock in. And this is the life that they expected me to have. So I was like, no, I'm about to take these checks. This time I'm going to flip them. But we're going to flip them legally.
I know that's right. I know that's right.
Everybody
want
nothing like that legal one.
We're going to do it legal this time. We're doing it legal this time. So I began to buy my equipment. And once I bought my equipment, I was like, okay, now you in it. You know, you got to make your money back now.
Yeah.
And so now I just kept pushing myself to try entrepreneurship. I knew that it was going to come a time that they were going to fire me. And I wanted to make sure that I was going to be prepared. And what ended up happening is before they could fire me, I had built up my business and started getting my clientele and everything up to where I was like, all right, I'm ready to go. I'm done.
So what made
Job
you
is
even want to go
useless.
into that? That's like a field you got to do some. What even made you even want to go into? I'm gonna focus on this 5 and under and do this with that. What made you?
You
get
know
into
what?
that?
My favorite saying is, it's okay to copycat. Copy the right cat.
I know that's right. There you go.
It's-
There you go.
What Bill Belichick say? If you ain't cheating, you ain't winning.
Okay, you know, so I saw that I saw another company pop up and do it, and I'm like, oh my God, it's only one of them. I could be number 2. This is something that is cheap to start up. You feel me?
Okay.
So I can hop in it for low. The return gonna be good. Once I buy my equipment, I'm gonna keep recycling my equipment, so I'm not gonna have to keep putting into it. You know, it's just gonna be maintain my clientele and really just build it up, and just put on my businesswoman hat and just jump in.
I know that's right. Because, you know, I would always call the Mexican dude, you know, he going to pull up. Tell you, you keep it to tomorrow. I'll give it to you tomorrow.
Probably ain't got no
I'll come
safety,
and get it
ain't
tomorrow.
tied it down, ain't cleaned it or nothing.
Man, I know he ain't going out like yeah, straight up. But he say he
That's
do.
right.
That's a good thing. You know, you had to transition from one lifestyle to the other.
For sure.
The felony that you caught, that's kind of what made you push towards that direction.
It forced me. When you
Yeah.
become a felon, you really don't have any more options. It's like I didn't understand what being a felon was gonna be when I was out there doing what I was doing.
Yeah.
So then when it hit me, I was just like, okay, I ain't got no choice but to be creative on how I'm gonna get my income. Now I'm not gonna continue to do that route because I know the consequences that come with it. But I could take everything that I learned from that and apply it to this world.
Makes
Killer.
sense. Do y'all understand that, man? You can take the skills that you acquire in the streets and apply them to your legal matters.
Correct.
You know,
Your everyday life.
Your everyday
Exactly.
life,
Real.
and
For
watch
sure.
what your return be.
It's
You ain't got to
huge.
look over your shoulder. You ain't got to be worried about the police coming to get you or nothing. You
No.
only thing you got to worry about is taking care of the IRS, and they'll stay
And
off
you
your
do
back.
that up front. You
Yeah.
handle that, get them theirs, and be happy that you got a piece of paper that shows this legit legal revenue that you can now go to the banks and do something with and can continue to build.
Feel good when you pay taxes.
Sure
man.
does.
I
Get
ain't
it
think
done.
it would. It feel good to be a law-abiding citizen.
I ain't really ever really paid no tax. They always pay me, so I don't know how good it feels. You hear me? I'm gonna try to figure it out. I need to get that together. You hear me?
It's coming, and it's a rewarding feeling. Get it, make money, so you can get that piece of paper.
I know that's right.
And make bigger deals.
Straight up, that's what it is. How long did you sit in the county, if you don't mind me asking?
So, I served 90 days. I wouldn't have had to serve no day if I would have abide by the rules and regulations of being a felon.
It's a long time for a 19-year-old girl, though.
Yeah. You know, and I'm from California. I was young. I really had this, I don't give a fuck, I do what I want to do type of attitude because I was young. So, when I got thrown on, when I caught my felony, I got put on probation. And I was mandated to not smoke marijuana, and I'm like, I'm not doing that. And then after
a lot of people go back to the joint behind that though, for real. To the joint,
go back to the joint for a joint. Yeah,
that's crazy.
But I never got caught up. I never caught a dirty UA. Yeah. I just knew that I couldn't do it, and I just decided that. You know what? I was forced to too, though. I had caught another case. I had caught a gun case while being a felon. So they had put me on the news. They tried to catch me. I got in high-speed chases, and all other type of things led to me just going on the run. So then, of course, when you go on the run, when they catch you, you catch another charge.
That's right. That's right. They building up as you on the run.
That's just what happens. And so I ended up catching more charges while being on the run. When my probation officer, she finally caught my ass, she was so happy, and so I did 90 days so I can get off of that probation, and then I had to go over to Johnson County and handle the gun case, which I had a lawyer up, and we went in there, talked our talk, and I walked out of there.
I know that's right.
But it cost a lot of money, for sure.
Getting in trouble do cost.
Getting in trouble costs
money. It don't cost nothing to get in trouble, but to get out of it.
Yeah.
Well, one thing about it might cost you and all your family
for
with
sure.
it.
Yeah. My mom and my stepdad, R.I.P. J-Rock, they helped me down through the whole process.
I know that's right.
I wouldn't be. Well, I'll probably be free now, but I would have did some time to be here. If it wasn't for them, if I didn't have them in my corner, for sure.
So when you came home after the 90 days, you had so much of a good support team around you. You just figured, hey, let me do something different.
You know what? Yeah. Well, not all the way, but yes. It was more so I need to start figuring out what I'm about to do. And then I started working those shitty ass jobs. Yeah. So while working those shitty ass jobs, I figured that, it's time for me to go back to school. I went to school, got me a degree, got my felony expunged.
What's your degree in?
So I just got an associate's in science degree, and I'm currently in school working on my bachelor's of business of administration.
Good, man. That's good. That's real good.
Yeah. And so but that little associate's degree got me to where I am now. I'm currently working for the health department as a senior administrative assistant for financial services.
Senior.
Hold on.
I like that job. Say that one more time. Say that title one more time.
People don't have them type of jobs.
Senior what?
Senior administrative assistant, and then I'm also the entrepreneur community coordinator for determination.
Now, those type of titles y'all need to be shooting for. What she just said right there. Have all the titles. Your portfolio sounds amazing.
Thank you so much. I'm for sure continuing to invest in myself. That was something that I never did. I used to always try to invest money into other people, try to get them on and everything. And then I just had to realize, I am the prize. So I've been putting into myself, and I've been lucrative from it. So I continue to put into me.
That's what's up. And stay prayed up.
And for sure, stay prayed up.
There it is. Sure. Now, this is what I want to know. How did you come in contact with Determination Inc.?
Oh, man. See, I am blessed by amazing spirit guides who guide me and move me and introduces me to people and people and people. I met this guy who I was talking to. That didn't work out, but while me and him were talking, he introduced me to this woman named Patricia. And she's the owner of Margaret's Place, an adult recreation center, doing amazing things.
Shout out to Patricia.
Yes, she's doing amazing things. And she introduced me to Kyle Smith. Kyle Smith is the owner of Termination Inc. And I remember when we were on the phone, and he asked me, "Are you do you have any felonies or any type of criminal record?" And at the time, I used to be so embarrassed to say, "Yeah, I'm a felon," or I mean, I'm an ex-felon, or any type of connections to that. And I was getting ready to lie. But I was like, I'm gonna just keep it real.
It's
I was
a
like,
stripe. Where that
yeah,
stripe?
you know what I mean?
See,
you know what I'm saying? Right.
That's one thing about dealing with Cal, though. You can keep it real.
You can keep it real. But I didn't know Cal. This is my
Yeah.
first time meeting Cal. This is our first initial conversation on the phone ever.
Okay.
And then I was just like, you know what? Because my auntie told me a long time ago, being uncomfortable is growth. My aunt Tanya. And so, I embrace uncomfortable situations now.
Yeah.
So I'm uncomfortable. I'm telling them, you know what? Yep, I'm an ex-felon, But I run my spiel. But I got my life together. I'm doing great things for myself,
One thing about what you just said, if you ever want to advance or do anything out, get comfortable with being uncomfortable.
For sure, you have to get comfortable because it's always growth after that situation. You come out stronger for sure. And I was like, yeah, I'm an ex-felon. He was like, well, you know what? I got this program. I'm like, oh my God. Thank you.
It was right on time, wasn't it?
Oh, he came with some grant money. Yeah. He came with some resources, some wisdom, some support. Mm-hmm. That's my dude.
Yeah. I'm glad we got him, man. You hear me?
Sure. Wait till y'all see Kyle. That's gonna really be like, wow.
I'm glad we got Kyle.
Really be like, oh yeah. Okay. So, how much of your personal time is getting taken away with all these ventures you got going on? You have much of them?
You know what? Well, I go to work every day. That's 40 hours a week. Then I work for Kyle. I give him about 20 to 30 a month. And then Bizzy Babies takes up about 32 hours a month.
You in grind mode. But you in the good grind mode.
And then I'm going to school, so that's like another 12 hours.
Keep it pushing.
Keep it pushing.
You know what I'm saying?
40 hours in the day.
At the end of the day, we rest when we dead. You feel me? I'm out here trying to eat. I got 3 kids depending on me. What am I going to do? Like, bro, I got to be an example. If I want them to be great, then I got to set the bar.
Gotta be the inspiration.
I got to. Because they going to come to me like, oh, I'm tired. And I'm like, nah, get your ass up. I was tired with 3 kids.
Yeah.
Let's
Keep
go.
So you gotta do that. A lot of women don't really have that same mentality, and for you to be able to present that as a black woman, man, I appreciate it. You know what I mean?
Thank you so much.
Yeah, that give them something to look forward to. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, did you ever get into the 11 tips for what is it? The 11 tips for building a business fresh out of prison?
I have.
You did get into that?
I think I have. I think I've looked over it.
I don't know. We gonna get into it here in a minute,
okay,
but
let's get into it.
I did want to know, like, do you ever find yourself trying to make more time for your kids?
Well, I got to bow down on that part.
The reason why, this is the thing.
No kids. I don't know nothing about that part.
This is the reason why. I'm currently going through such a horrible situation with their father because we're divorcing. That I have my kids so much. I give them so much of my time.
So on top of all that, you going through a divorce? Oh man, you strong. You strong.
That's the tell me. I'm telling you, that was the headache. Once I removed that burden, I've been able to do more. I'm telling you, that was a burden that was holding me back from. I'm telling you, I've taken off all the crutches and I am motivated, and he has pushed me and motivated me just because of the lack of who he was. So I've let go of that burden and I'm doing awesome. And
it sounds like to me you got some type of village helping you out with these kids. You hear me?
Me,
I need to know
my
where
mom.
they at so I can come with mine.
bring on the baby. You got the food. You bring the food. I'll wash the kids. We can make this happen.
Straight up. I know how it be. You got 3, I got 5. And, it just be so
it
much.
Be a lot. It does.
Getting pulled in all the different directions, and then you still got to go work over here for 40, and then you got people calling you, can you bring your stuff today? You know what I mean? That's hard. That's hard.
It really is. But,
really
the Most
strong.
High keep me going.
That's what keep you going, huh?
The Most High, he got my back. I always have good days over bad days. And I be staying positive, and I'm just happy to be able to get up and do it.
I know
that's
right.
it.
I know that's right. Kyle,
Yes,
We do. Oh, not Cal J.
Cal 10.
Cal 10. Do you got the 11 tips for building a prison? I mean, I said building a prison. Building a business fresh out of prison.
Is that the website?
Yeah, it's on there.
All right, so give me a second.
Okay. But even through it all, you still stand tall and make time for everything that needs to be taken time for, and that's so much of a good thing, man. I really appreciate that. For real,
Thank
for
you
real,
so
for real.
much. Thank you so much.
Tell the people again how they can reach you.
So, go over to www.bizzybabies.com or give me a call at 816-328-8029.
Or you can reach her on Facebook.
Go to my Facebook
Bizzy
at
Babies KC.
Bizzy Babies KC or IG KC Bizzy Babies.
There it is, just like that. Starting a business is really kind of hard, ain't it?
It's hard, but it's worth it.
Is it worth it?
Oh my God, it's worth it. Compared to, Bizzy Babies, I ran that on the weekend. And so the amount of revenue that I brought in just on the weekend, shit, fuck them jobs. No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
Let's go every day. I don't need the 9 to 5, none of that. Let's go every day.
You can the jobs only want to pay you $200 a day. If you can get $200 a day out the mud in these streets, you're going to be all right.
Get
$250 just so you can have a little cushion.
200, maybe 300 if you get up there in them 20s.
Yeah, you got a good degree.
Yeah.
So what you do? So what out of the things you do, what do you like the best, and what do you like the least about it?
What, Bizzy Babies?
Mm-hmm.
I like the best, the revenue. The worst, the work. It's energy. I'm lifting. I'm toting.
You doing it all by yourself, huh?
I have a squad that helps me.
Okay,
I have a little team. I like to hire Kansas City youth. So any teenagers out there, y'all look for some employment,
man.
go ahead and give me a call. I get you on because we need some workers.
Be a good summertime job.
Wintertime job too, because we are adverse. We set up.
I'll just go set it up on the inside.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
Go set it up
so
on the
we
inside.
all year round.
Maybe
Give
a
us a call.
around there or something. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that. And do you get as much business in the wintertime as you do in the summer?
I'm telling y'all, I'm at the point to where after my birthday, we are shutting down until like
you need a break.
Springtime.
You need a break.
It's cold outside.
Yeah,
People calling my baby party December 24th, girl. I got 3 kids.
On Christmas Eve.
My son's birthday December 23rd. I got 3 kids. What do you want me to do?
Bring it on Christmas Eve.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you gotta shut it
then
down.
you get them calls like, I need you tonight. Can you be here in an hour?
And I'll be like, yep, but you gonna pay though.
I know that's
but
right.
I'm coming though.
That's short of a notice.
Ching,
Cost.
If the equipment is sitting,
Okay,
I'm
it's
coming
ready.
to put it up.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
that's right.
I want the money.
Turn down nothing.
Like that.
I need it. It add
I
up.
like that hustle about you.
It add up.
And how old are you again?
You know, a lady never reveals her age.
Because because your mindset and your drive is not of a normal young lady's drive right now.
I'm 32.
Oh, you still a baby. Wow.
My
Wow,
birthday's
that's-
next month on the 15th, but I am 32.
That's good.
So that make you like a Scorpio?
Oh, I'm a Scorpio.
Scorpio.
So that means you gotta be at the Scorpio Fest.
Where is that?
The Scorpio Fest is November the 5th at the Corner Bar and Grill. One Voice Radio putting that on. You hear me?
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be real nice.
All Scorpios in the building.
Well,
That's a whole lot
I'm
of
not a
energy.
Scorpio.
I am
I'm
not
a
a Scorpio.
Scorpio.
Oh, you like Scorpio.
Yeah.
I know,
Kyle,
Kyle, you're a
Scorpio.
Scorpio.
That's what it is. I personally got a chance to meet Cal, right, when I was down at KCRC. KCRC was a spot down there in the West Bottoms where you can come to when you got like 9 months left in your prison sentence, and they ship you down there if you was coming to the Kansas City area. And they got a lot of programs going on in there. And Cal was one of the dudes to come in for this class that Determination Inc. They teach you how to draw up a business plan. Let me see what they talking about. I'm gonna go take this class. And Cal was so cool and would come in, I think it's like once a week, But he come in and you know he's just dropping jewels on us left and right. So I'm like, man, I'm soaking this up. Hold up. Then next thing you know, when I got done with the class, I got a business plan right here in my hand.
Didn't even know.
That's what I mean. I know we was pushing towards that, but I didn't realize how detailed I would have it. And so I was like, yeah, Cal, finna get out. I need you when I get out there. You hear me? I'm gonna be ringing your phone. I'm gonna be on your heels. You know what I mean? And I just so happen to be going through the class, and I'll call myself. You don't have an actual graduation, but I said, yeah, I graduated the class. Exactly. And now I'm moving forward with the steps in the proper order in order to get to where you went. Because I like to cook.
I know you do.
Yeah.
I know you do.
You know, that's where I'm headed with it. So I really wish we could see the 11 tips for a successful business. I'll put it all the way up. I want to see this. 11 tips for starting a business after prison. Come on in here, Cal. I want you to help us with this. We need some help with this. Pull that chair up right there, please. Yeah, we're going to need to know about this because I don't think everybody really understands how difficult or how easy it could be.
That's one of the number one problems when inmates come home, finding a job.
You're right.
Employment. That's
right.
The number one problem.
You're right.
Let me adjust this camera.
Oh, okay.
Did I break it?
Uh-oh.
Too soon for that. I can probably scoot down a little bit too.
Can we run through them real quick, Kyle?
Yeah, let's do it. So
these 11 tips.
These 11 tips for
starting. I'm sorry. If y'all don't know, this is Kyle J.
Welcome, Kyle.
From
What's up?
Determination
Thank you for having me.
Inc. You hear
Thank
me?
you.
This is an organization that helps felons when they come home from the joint. So y'all make sure y'all put this on y'all list so y'all can tell y'all peoples or whoever's coming home.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Get in touch with this man. He gonna put them in the proper mindset. Okay, 11 tips.
Okay, so these 11 tips are, we say second chance entrepreneurs. Our second chance entrepreneur community wrote these tips together. And when I go into prison now, so we go to St. Joe, I'm going to Chillicothe here soon, been to Vandalia, Jeff City, all that stuff, KCRC. Yeah. This is what we share in our workshop. And so the first one there says, get a job in the industry in which you want to own a business. So, you know, you're on paper, you got to be working. So you might as well get a job in the same industry where you want to be a business owner because you'll start making connections. Of course, you're making money. You're learning how the business is run. If you have the right sort of boss, they may even want to help you set up your own shop because it's all about people. It's all about who you're surrounded by. Relationships. Yeah. And you just hear so many people whose path to entrepreneurship is this exactly. I think of there's a new friend of mine you guys have to have on the show. Her name's Dr. Latanya Skillern. You talked to Latanya recently.
Yes, she's amazing. She's amazing.
She's an awesome second chance entrepreneur. And she got, while she was in prison in Topeka, she got trained in building maintenance. And when she got home, she started working in building maintenance, got painting certifications, started working in painting, worked her way up in that to where as she was working, she did everything in construction. She did bidding, she did estimating, she did sales, she did the work, she trained people in the work. She ended up like leading paint crews, supervising paint crews at K-State. So she's done it all. And now she is starting a commercial painting business so that she can become a millionaire and so that she can hire women and men who are coming home from incarceration. And that's what it's all about. Like you gain all of that experience by starting with that job. Yeah. It's a step forward. It's a step in the right direction.
Just by working in that industry.
Yeah. So the next one there says, name your big 3 priorities in life, then base all your decisions on upholding them. So I think this is really important. When in our workshops, we always start, before we even like look at our business plan, we always start by saying, why are you doing this? You got to know what your why is.
That's right.
Yeah. Because if you don't know your why, you won't keep going because you don't have a solid enough foundation for it. And then the other thing is you have to define what success looks like for you. Because depending on what type of business you're trying to grow, you make different choices. If, like Diamond, you just want damn profitable side hustle versus if you're trying to grow something that you want to employ a bunch of people full time or you want to grow nationwide. You make different decisions based off those sorts of things.
Correct.
And I think the other thing that's really important when you're thinking about your big 3 priorities in life, like I'm the dude in town who helps formerly incarcerated people start and grow businesses, but I don't think entrepreneurship is the only way to create intergenerational wealth. It's a great way. It's important that it be accessible to more people, but there are other ways. You know, you can buy a house, you can invest in the stock market, you can save more, you can pay down old debt. All those things are positive. So I think when you identify what your big 3 priorities are, I'm thinking about my guy, Daniel Ramos, who sat down. He was like, hey, I'm thinking about starting a vending business. I'm like, Daniel, what you got going on right now? He was in prison in Lansing for a long time. And he's like, well, I'm working full-time in reentry. I got married. We have 2 kids. She's getting back into the workforce. He's already busy. And he's thinking about starting a business so that he can make more money. And I'm like, well, the thing is, that's going to take time, too. And time is not what you have right now. And I said, hey, Daniel, have you and your wife talked about buying a house? Because that's an asset that's going to build wealth, raise in value, too. And, so, you know, it's just thinking about all those sorts of things. Because I think one of the things about entrepreneurship is it's a beautiful thing. It's the American dream, right? But I think sometimes we like over celebrity, over rock star, overweight it a little bit. Like people just want to say that they have a business just because it looks cool. And I don't really think that's what it's all about. Yep. Okay. You want me to just keep going?
We ain't tripping. Well, hold on. I wanted to talk about my one.
Jump to it.
Do your research on your type of business. I find so many people that I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this. Then they start thinking about it, or maybe something else come along the next week. I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this. And then so even they might even start their steps to trying to do what it is they say they want to do, but then they start finding out all of the procedures, parameters, and steps need to be taken, and then they like, oh, no, I'm cool on that. So you kind of like wasting your time to me. So if you do the research first and find out what it is has to be done in order to make your cogs move in the proper direction, I think you'll be able to understand what it is you're getting yourself into.
Yeah. Well, and the great thing about doing research in this day and age, podcasts, YouTube, blog posts, there's so much free shit out there. Like you never have to stop learning. You can even be working, have your headphones in, and be listening to a multi-millionaire in your industry talking about how they made it, how they figured it out. Yeah. I think instead of walking through this whole thing, I think what all of this really adds up to, you'll notice at the very bottom there, it says, eventually after your foundation is built, start testing out your business idea 1 customer at a time. So I think too many people think in order to start a business, you got to like throw everything else away and just focus on the business. But the reality is that most people are working a full-time job and then nights and weekends building their business, just like Diamond described earlier. So that once they get that business built up, then they're able to confidently jump into it knowing they're still going to be able to pay their bills. And there's so much you can be doing just by having your priorities set and focusing your time and being disciplined and being dedicated to your own goals and being accountable to your own goals. There's so much you can be doing to work toward building a strong foundation for your business. That's what all of these things are all about, is building a strong foundation. Because the reality of starting a business is that whether you've been to prison or not, 50% of businesses fail within the first 5 years.
Yes, they do.
I don't love the word failure there, because I don't think just because somebody moved on from their business necessarily means like they're bankrupt or something. Like who knows what happened there?
Correct.
But it's hard. And you if you're going to have a successful business, you have to have a strong foundation for it, and that's what all of these things are about.
Okay, now tell them where they can find these 11 tips.
Yeah, so our website is www.unlockeship.org. This is a blog on there. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn at Determination Incorporated, and we share all this stuff. So, yeah, it's up there.
Make sure to tell all your partners, all your friends, all your family that when they, if they on their way home or getting ready to be here, or maybe they did just get here, tap in with Determination Incorporated and get you some information on what it is you can do with yourself on these next upcoming moves you got to make in this chess game. You hear me? Because it will get crucial. You hear me? Straight up. You know, I'm glad you came in to
Thank
talk
you.
about that, Kyle. You know what I mean?
Honored to be here. Thank you.
A lot of people don't really know that they got resources out here. When you come out of the joint, you really do have some resources to tap into. You know what I mean? Don't be scared to ask. A lot of people have a little pride issues, this, that, and the other, so they feel like, oh, I got to do it. I don't need no help. Leave me alone. No. Ask people, man.
Closed mouth don't get
Yeah,
fed.
it's like being a kid all
Yes.
over again. When you away
Yeah.
from the scene for so long, you don't know what's going on. You gotta ask, find out. You know what I mean? Somebody gonna put you in the right direction, or you gonna be smart enough not to go in the other direction that they trying to send you in. You hear me? Straight up.
Kyle, I wanted to ask you, how did you become involved in this type of work, and what's your inspiration to keep you going?
Yeah. So I started Determination Incorporated in 2018, and at the time I was working in Kansas City's entrepreneurship community for an organization called KC SourceLink, which is based out of UMKC.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Raymond, you said you have to ask about the resources, and there's tons of resources out there. KC SourceLink, they act as a central hub for all the entrepreneurial support organizations around Kansas City, and there's over 260. So there's tons of organizations in entrepreneurship and reentry that are helping people out there.
Nice.
So I got into that work interested in entrepreneurship as a pathway out of poverty, and started to look around for a community I could support, and started to hear about reentry and how difficult that process was. And I'll always remember sitting down on Brush Creek, the probation and parole office there, sitting down at the desk of a guy who'd been in the field for 10 years and saying, like, hey, I'm thinking about like starting a business support group for formerly incarcerated people. Would anyone be interested in that? And he was like, we have people coming to us all the time saying they're interested in starting businesses, and we don't have anywhere to send them, and they have so much going on that we always have to back burner that. So that's just where we started. We started our business support group and just kind of started building stuff with our community from there.
Nice.
Yeah.
We've been in Kansas City all your life?
No, I grew up in Central Missouri, in Mexico, Missouri. Most people around here
I didn't know it was in Mexico, Missouri until I started this job.
Yeah. Well, most people around here know Mexico, Missouri because of Tyronn Lue.
Because of Tyronn Lue. That's how I know.
That's where he's from too, or something?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Before he played ball in Raytown. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah. That's what it is. You know, I don't know what y'all got to do, but make sure to tap in with Kyle. Make sure y'all tap in with Diamond to get your kids' birthdays together, or just even a fun event. It ain't got to be a birthday. You hear me?
Any type of event with the children under 5 in attendance. Give me a call.
There it is. Kyle, we got that graphic for Mama Lo.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Because you have to check out Lotion. Yeah, I know you got to check out. Don't forget, Diamond, Bizzy babies, y'all tap in. You hear me? She got to go, but y'all make sure y'all tap in.
Kansas City's #1
soft playground and House Rental Company.
There it is.
You know what's up.
Kyle, you know it.
Well, thank you for coming.
Thank you
Thanks
so
for
much
coming
for
tonight.
having
Thanks
me.
for giving
I
us
love
some
y'all
time.
setup. Y'all in here doing y'all thing.
Thank you.
Kyle, see you at work.
Yes, ma'am. Take care. Have a good weekend. Go Chiefs.
Go Chiefs.
Oh, that's mine.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, did we have it? Straight up. And then make sure for sure, if y'all don't do nothing else, man, just to get some information, go to that Determination Inc. website and be able to, it's all type of information on there. Y'all just tap in and see what it is you like. Take it in slow or take it in fast. It don't matter. It's all going to help you. You hear me?
Don't be just sitting around talking about how I'm going to do this, how I'm going to do that.
I'm going to do this.
Got some avenues to go check out. Now go ahead and tap in.
That's what it is. You know, a lot of people working hard around here. A lot of people working hard in Kansas City. A lot of people working hard in Kansas City. Hold on, let me get this up. The other chair over there on the side of you.
Want me to come in, or
Matter of fact,
why don't you come here?
Okay.
Oh, you ain't coming?
Okay.
I don't know if y'all have ever heard hold on. This thing right here. Make sure y'all get this in. It's this Saturday, right?
Correct.
This Saturday at 4042 Indiana, Kansas City, Missouri, at 3 p.m. Y'all make sure y'all show up. Tell them about what we got here, Mama Lo.
Well, my name is Charlotte Gwen, but everybody knows me as Mama Lo. And what I have here is the group is called SAVE, Social Vining for Equality. And what that means is that I'm here to try to help the inmates that are incarcerated get better services. You know, because like the health care is no good. They taxing peoples on the nasty food that we go up there for the vending machine.
They prices rising too.
$12
Yes.
for one of them sandwiches now.
Yeah,
But
how much is it for a sandwich? I think they was like $7 or something.
That's
$5
probably
left.
12 then. It probably don't went up.
Five?
Now 12,
It-
13 now.
It was $4.
It might have been about $5 down there, $5.50 or something.
Well, it was
down
$4
there.
where I was at.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was $4.
Ooh, hey.
$4.50.
I don't know how they move.
But the only reason why I started doing this is because I have a child by the name of Tremaine Gwen. He was wrongly convicted of a crime and gave him 39 years. So that forced me to bring up this meeting here. I've been doing this practically off and on for 24 years, but now I'm in full force with it because
good.
I'm seeing how the inmates are being treated.
You know, a lot of people may not remember. I want y'all to put y'all thinking caps on. Some people that been, you know, in and out of the county or to the joint or whatever. Y'all remember when Cool Wayne was on? Cool. Mama Lo used to call Cool Wayne every week and tap in and speaking to everybody about all the issues and all that. And I said, this is Mama Lo. Girl, you is a local celebrity. You hear me? But you know, this event right here. Now, what are we doing with this event right here?
Okay, this event right here that we having, I'm having people to come, you know, to the meeting so we can teach you how to how to get a bill passed. Because what I'm doing now, I'm working with majority of the representative, like Representative Yolanda Young, Representative Michael L. Johnson, Representative Kimberly Ann Collins. I'm working with quite a few representatives, you know, because the bills that they're trying to get passed, like the good time bill. The good time bill is the bill where you up there and you you know, like you go to school, you graduate, you know, that'll be time cut off for your sentence, you know. They trying to get that bill passed.
Now, what did they ever do with the 85% bill? Because I know for years and years and years, it was so much push to get the 85% repeal, but it never happened.
It never happened. So that's what I'm here now. I'm trying to get people to come out to educate them, to show y'all how we can write a bill to help the representatives so we can get these bills passed.
You know.
The big elections coming up soon, isn't it? For the Senate and the House of Representatives. Senate.
Yeah, when is that?
That's November the 8th.
November the 8th.
Yeah.
3 weeks away. About 3 weeks out.
And for those that don't know, it's what me and Calvin on. I missed the deadline for me to be able to vote in this year's election, right? Because I just got off papers, right? So you know, I'm gonna get it all set up and everything done to where I can vote next time they put any ballot out. I don't care if they just talking about this is a pre-bill. I'm going to go vote. You hear me? I don't know. My one little vote might not mean nothing, but to somebody else it might mean a whole lot. You know what I mean?
If I can add to that real quick, so in Missouri and in Kansas, you can register to vote after you get off paper once you finish parole.
You know what? I caught that paper too. When they send you your paper to be released from the DOC, they send you another paper saying that your voting rights are
Mhm.
reestablished.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
So,
And my friends, there's a nonprofit in town called Moore Square that's been registering formerly incarcerated people to vote. And they gave me a pro tip. They said, you're going to register. You can do it online. You can do it in
Yep.
person at your election bureau. But before you actually go to vote, like a month out, a couple weeks out, go on and see if you're registered to vote. Because it'll tell you when you search your name if you have been flagged. And if you've been flagged, all you have to do, they'll give you a number to call, is call your local election bureau, and they'll tell you how to send in an email, a picture, whatever, of your paper from parole. So they know you're off paper, and then you'll be able to vote.
And they'll take care of it like that.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you know what I just recently just found out, it was shocking to me that the men and women that are down in the county jail that have not been sentenced yet, they have the right to vote.
Yeah, that's where I voted at.
They have the right to vote. They
came
have the
through
right to vote.
with the ballots and everything. And if you, matter of fact, they came through to register people first, and then they came through later on with the ballots, and I voted for Obama. Yeah.
Well, they're not doing that now. They're not letting them
Why?
do that now. The sheriff, the Forte.
I don't know who no, it's a different sheriff now.
No, it's Forte.
No,
right?
it's
Is
Forte.
it Forte?
It's Forte.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm thinking about. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
He's not letting them,
They might want
exercise their right. You haven't been convicted yet. Well, why
That's
come
against
you
the
can't?
law, ain't it?
Well, if they don't know,
That-
if they don't know their laws is being abused,
That's
Mama
against
Lo
the
knows.
law, yeah.
if they don't know their laws being abused, they're gonna keep abusing.
Yeah, and I'm telling it. I'm telling it all.
Yeah.
And another thing was say, we're not only trying to help the men and women that are incarcerated, we also is focusing on trying to help our children out here so they won't go into the jail system.
So right.
Yeah.
So right.
Yeah.
That's what we trying to do both, help the ones that's incarcerated and help the ones not to go there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because if you can catch them while they're young, man, to be able to just give them a different outlook on life, it'll change the game. A lot of us didn't really have nothing different that we were seeing every day. All we seen was this, that, and this and that, and that's what I want. That's what I'm gonna go get. So if they see something different, they might think a little bit different. I really believe that.
My son, he's sitting up there in prison. He's in the Western Correctional Center, and he was saying that a lot of men that's up there with him, well, man, we wanna do this, we wanna do that, and then my son keep telling him, well, hey, won't you get your family members come out and come to the meeting?
Yeah.
You won't be disappointed, because all we're gonna do, we're gonna teach you how to write these bills, to help the representative to get these bills passed.
Okay.
That's
Now,
what we're trying to do.
This meeting, this Saturday, how long will it last?
It'll last before it get dark. How about that? Daylight saving time is coming in here. That's why I did have it at 5, so I moved the meetings up to 3.
Yeah.
They
say it's gonna be some light meal. Will be it'll be there. It'll be served.
Y'all feeding people too?
She gonna feed you and teach you
and teach.
Come on now, it's free. Y'all pull up, man. Y'all show y'all support. Show y'all support for a woman that been putting in work for a long time. You hear me? Trying to make sure that we don't do what it is that we ain't supposed to do. Y'all make sure y'all tap in, man. Mama Lo, let them know.
It's the best way to get in touch with me. You can email me. I will have to spell my email to you. My email is CharlotteTTEGuin1757@gmail.com. That's Mama Lo's email.
Did you get it? Y'all better write it down, hit rewind or something and get it, because it's on there. Yeah, that's what it is.
And then also, I'm working with BTC, Building Brighter Future. I am the housing coordinator there, where I help felons. BTC, Building Brighter Futures, under the leadership of Patrick Danley.
Another one of the organizations you working with?
That's why I work with Patrick Danley. He runs BTC, Building Brighter Futures.
Yeah.
And I'm the housing coordinator there. I help inmates, non-inmates, anyone find a house or apartment.
Oh, okay.
We have jobs.
So like I got a cousin that's coming home from the joint, and grandma like, yeah, we trying to get him somewhere to go, cause over here they don't want him to use this address. So I say, grandma, I don't know if he should use my address either. You hear me? I was still on paper at the time, so I don't think that's gonna be a good idea. You hear me? So I could shoot him to you, and y'all be able to help him find a place to stay.
Correct.
Yeah, that's good.
We have a deal where we seek and find.
Yeah.
It is a fee, but noted that the fees are refundable.
Okay.
They are refundable. It's
So
a $40 fee and a $60 fee, but they are refundable because sometimes all the time you go to these apartments and they take your application and they won't give you your
application fee back.
They won't give it back, but we are refunding everybody's fee. We are doing that.
That's good. Y'all make sure y'all tap in with Mama Lo, man. Y'all know this weekend, Saturday, 3 p.m., 42 Indiana. Y'all be there. You can bring a dish.
Oh,
you can just bring your pen and paper.
Yeah.
It don't matter.
Yeah, bring a dish.
But come learn
you know what?
something.
Let's have this a potluck. How
there
about
it
that?
Is, there
Let's
it
have
is.
this a potluck.
There it is. That way we just gonna get it all out the way. She gonna teach you. She gonna feed you.
Yeah.
And she gonna put some meat on your brain, man.
Yeah.
Don't handle that.
And then hopefully I might can get one of the representatives to join in with us.
Yeah.
To help.
Right.
Help us explain, how important it is, that you try to help your loved one that's incarcerated.
Yeah. It'd be hard. It'd be hard. They definitely
Mama
need our
Lo,
love and support.
What laws do you think are worth advocating for? Like, what is there room in the legislature to maybe improve?
The health. The good time bill. What's another one?
Say again.
Beyond conviction.
Beyond conviction. Yeah.
Beyond conviction. And what's another one? The 50-50, the life without, the 85%, all of them.
Okay, 85%
all of them.
Killer, man.
Because
killer.
Because everybody that's in there is not guilty.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't have to treat them like they animals. They are still human beings.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm pushing for now, for them to stop, treating our loved ones just like they trash. Because my son he had 2 heart attacks.
2 of them.
Due to COVID. And if it hadn't been for me to get in touch with the representative, they backed me. Yolanda Young and her protege, Kaylee, they went down there to see my son. And when they went down there to go see my son, my son doing fine now.
Yeah.
He's doing fine now.
Yeah, they made sure.
And I'm just trying to tell everybody, if y'all just come to this meeting, I can teach y'all. And y'all can fight for y'all loved ones. Because I've been fighting for mine for 24 years. And just because they in there, you don't let them dog your loved ones out. You get on board Because I have to. I will call Jefferson City. They know me very well up in there.
I know that's right.
They know me.
That's one of the things I always said to, my family when I was in there, like, I see dudes that's in here that don't have nobody.
Yeah.
And so they get the bottom of the barrel treatment. They don't get, if they get any treatment at all, or get done all certain type of ways. But when you got somebody, when you have people on loved ones on the outside that are making phone calls and just showing up to different places, it can make your experience in there a whole lot different.
And
Yeah.
you know what? That's the reason why I was so glad when Cool Wayne pulled me in because I started out just shouting out to 5 men.
Yeah.
When I looked around, I had so many in Crossroads, so many in Jefferson City, so many in Potosi, so many at the county jail, so many at the Wyandotte. I even was shouting out the men and women that was in Iraq. That's how far I went. That's how far I went with my shout out.
Yeah.
You know, and my son would tell me, he said, Mama, you ought to see these men. They be running. Just running. Y'all gotta be quiet. I'm low coming on. I'm low coming on. Yeah, I mean, they be so happy just to hear their name, because some of them guys, they didn't have anyone. On the outside. And they said that when I did that, that made them feel like somebody cared.
Straight up.
Somebody cared. And I want to start doing that again. But I heard that, I don't know where Cool Wayne is now. So.
Don't worry about Cool Wayne.
Oh, okay.
We the new Cool
Wayne.
Okay.
Oh, y'all the new. Oh, okay.
We finna be on KKM.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. That's what I'm talking. And I still got my book.
Look.
Okay.
I still got my book.
Straight up.
That's the goal right there.
Yeah, but all jokes aside, though, I want everybody to come out Saturday. Because like I said, we're not only working for the inmates, we also working for the children.
Yeah. I wanted to add, the good thing about criminal justice reform right now is that both sides of the aisle have reasons that they want fewer people in prison. Yeah. On the liberal side of the aisle, it's, treating the communities better, finding better ways to make our communities safer. But on the conservative side of the aisle, they want to spend less money on corrections. Yeah. So there's a lot layered in there. But my point is just, there's ways that you can reach representatives on both sides of the aisle. And then I also wanted to share, Mama Lo, you said it's about protecting the families. So we published a blog a couple weeks ago called 10 Questions About the Criminal Justice System Worth Exploring. We pulled together all this data, how many people are in prison, how many people are coming home, why people go to prison, all this stuff. And we looked at the impact that incarceration has on families. And the data actually shows that the child with an incarcerated parent is 6 times more likely than their peers to become incarcerated themselves.
We see it all the time.
So it's an intergenerational cycle that at some point, we all want to figure out a way to stop it.
Yeah, sure, right. Now, if y'all come to the event on Saturday, it's going to be some more inspiration and words, messages for you to be able to do that.
Yep.
Any final words y'all want to get to people before we get up out of here?
Well, I want to tell everybody, I want y'all to come here Saturday, because I at least try to have my meetings at least once a month. And every month it'll be something different, but it'll be pertaining to the loved ones we got incarcerated and the children also.
Yeah, for the kids.
Tell about transportation, how we're working to get them
transportation. Okay, and I forgot. And we are also Michael L. Johnson, Representative Michael L. Johnson, is trying to partnership with the Jameson Temple. So we trying to see if we can get a bus to go take us loved ones back and forth to the penitentiary. We're trying to do that also.
That's real good.
We're trying to do that. I forgot about that. Thank you, Rita. Yeah.
Any final words, Cal?
Yeah, definitely follow us on social media at Determination Incorporated. We have a great newsletter that we send out every Thursday featuring second chance entrepreneurs in our community. And this could be a whole other podcast episode, but I want to throw this out there because I think this is a good nugget. So I feel like in order for any entrepreneur to succeed, whether or not you've been incarcerated or not, you need 3 things. Okay. You need an entrepreneurial mindset, a profitable business model, and you have to have enough staying power in order to get your business going. So be thinking about those 3 things if you're interested in starting a business, and definitely hit me up if you want to talk more.
There it is.
All this game that we out here giving away, I truly believe game is to be told.
Can I give them a phone number?
Yeah.
Give them a phone number.
The phone number I can be reached at is 816-842-4975 and press 1 to reach Mama Low.
There it is. Y'all know we gotta get up out of here. Main point coming up next,
point,
like
baby.
we do every Thursday. And y'all don't forget, man, on November the 5th, we got the Scorpio Fest going on down at the Corner Bar and Grill on 18th and Vine. Y'all pull up, show your love and support for the old city, man. That's what it is. We out of here. Opinion hated,
baby.
Centric, 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 centric.